Hi there. Okay, so you've got your oils, or your oils are soon to be at your door, and now you're saying, now what? So this is an opportunity for me to share a little bit more with you before we do your 1 hour private coaching call, which is part of your Be Your Own Wow Factor Essential Oils 1 year coaching program. So you may have ordered this kit. This is the Healthy Essentials kit. This is one of the popular kits that people get because it has the diffuser and it comes with several oils that we use every day. And whether or not you got this kit or a different kit, what's really cool is that if you need to know something about an oil, you can just go right to doTERRA's website and type in the name of either, say, Adaptive or Copaiba or Balance, and you can see some really wonderful tips right there for yourself, so you know exactly what's in the oil and how to use it. However, because you have invested in a private coaching program, you get to have much more access and support and personalized attention than just that. But I want you to know that that site is always at your fingertips, because my goal is to make you feel like a healer in your own home and to empower you and not make you feel reliant on me. So you get a 1 hour coaching call, which we'll do separately from this particular video training. And in that coaching call, I'll be able to answer some more of your personal questions and share with you some of the ways that are the ways that I use oils in my own home for myself, and also the way that you can use them too. Okay. So if you didn't get your bottles yet, they'll be there soon. But if you did, open those bottles. Let's crack those babies open. And in your package, you will see all these really wonderful, colorful stickers. And you can always add more of these to your wish list, because they're very helpful to put right on the tops of your lids so that you can easily find the oil that you're looking for without having to pull them and look at the side label. Okay, you want to put your oils where you're going to use them: in your kitchen, in your bathroom, put some rollers in your pocket, maybe in your purse, and have them in your luggage if you're someone who travels often. You really want to make sure that those lids are screwed on really tight. You might want to pick up a little carry case from aromatools.com so that you can take your oils with you wherever you go, because once you start using your oils, you're always going to want to make sure that you have them at your fingertips for anything that comes up. So to read about an oil or to solve a problem, there are a number of different books that we use. The first book that you see there is the Modern Essentials, which is the book that we've talked about prior for troubleshooting any kind of medical condition, right? So if you had psoriasis or dandruff or warts or a sore throat, if you had an upset stomach, etc., if you were looking for more energy, that's the book you would look at. It also comes in an app version. And then the other book that's on the bottom right corner, the Essential Basics, that's from oillife.com. The top one, Modern Essentials, is from aromatools.com. And that's a book that's similar, but it has a lot more DIY recipes in there. And what's really cool is I'm going to share with you a way to get these books for free when we work together, now that we are working together. Or if you prefer to have the apps, that's fine too. You can download the apps. The Modern Essentials app is either $6.99 or the Modern Essentials Plus is $3.99. And the Oil Life, I think they have an app as well. There's an upgrade for it so that you can get the upgrades for the oils that doTERRA releases every year, because typically at convention we have new oils that come out. And if you'd like to download the apps right now, that's fine. You can go ahead and do that, and I can make sure that you get the books for free. And I'll show you how we do that in a tiny bit. We also have a Facebook group for ongoing community. We have an incredible community of professionals there from a multitude of diverse backgrounds, from chiropractors to Reiki practitioners to energy healers to massage therapists, acupuncturists, and digestive health coaches like myself. And if you're not in that group yet, it's called the Essential Alchemists. And just make sure you reach out to me if you're not in there yet. I'll make sure that you get inside that group, because you can always post questions there. We also do fun raffles there, so you can win some oils. We do more on free learning and tutorials and DIY hacks, and we also offer some other webinars. Okay, so oils are plants. This gets me pumped because they're just like a salad, right? So one oil has many uses. Like for example, your digestin oil is something that you could use for digestive upset, but maybe you want to use it if you were traveling and you started to feel a little motion sickness. You can also use it if you felt like you emotionally bit off a little bit more than you can chew. One problem can be addressed by many different oils as well, right? So let's say you were using peppermint for wanting to have more energy, but you also wanted to have other oils on hand like fennel for feeling like you had some digestive issues and you didn't really want to use the digestin, you wanted something simpler. And so the beauty of working with essential oils is that there is a lot of flexibility and a lot of versatility for you if you feel like you don't like a certain oil and maybe you want to try a different oil and elicit the same response, okay? We don't want you to get overwhelmed. We want you to know that if something doesn't work for you, that we're here to support you. It's me directly for this particular coaching program, and as well in the Essential Alchemist Facebook group, we have so many incredible people there that may have had an experience with something that I may not have had. So if you post a question there, always tag me, but other people will also respond and support. We say essential oils are just like a salad because they're micronutrients that are super concentrated, and your body absorbs them very similarly to the way it might absorb a vegetable juice. The difference is that we use a lot less of these than we would drink in a veggie juice in terms of ounces. We're just using drops at a time. So now, what do I need to know about oil safety? You might be thinking, is there anything I shouldn't mix together? Hey Joyce, how exactly do I use my oils? And I ran out of On Guard already. How do I reorder that? So we're gonna make sure we target all of these questions with some great answers. So the power of diffusing. You know, what you smell is actually going to affect the way you feel, the moods you have, the emotions you carry and elicit throughout the day. The way in which you might respond to someone, given what's going on in your life, can change from moment to moment. And it's really a powerful thing that we get to govern our behavior with essential oils. We get to really reclaim our independence with our health. So diffusing is one of the most powerful ways to start shifting and elevating your health. Because when we sleep, and you can diffuse during the day as well, but when we sleep, we are really using all of those hours to our benefit for recharging the body, detoxifying the body, elevating brain function, improving our immunity. And it's just such an easy way to get a therapeutic response. So you always want to fill to the water line in your diffuser. And no matter which diffuser you have, there's typically a little red circle in there, a little red dot. You're going to fill the water to that spot. And you're going to start working with your oils, small dosages, and then see how you feel. You can always increase. Maybe your sense of smell is a little more acute or maybe a little bit more dull than other people. Everyone's biochemistry is unique. And so keep a carafe of water in your bedroom, because I know that it's easy not to set the diffuser up if you don't have the tools. So make sure the water's right there for you. You can start with even as little as 2 drops in a small bedroom, 4 drops if it's a little larger, and 10 drops, not of one oil. Maybe you want to use 10 drops if you're using a multitude of different oils. 10 drops would be on the top end of the spectrum for quantity, okay? And really making sure that there's consistency and persistence with your oils usage. That's how you get the best response. And remember, the essential oil molecules are extraordinarily detoxifying. So we're really allowing our bodies to get rid of a lot of the accumulation that we've taken on over the course of our lifetime. Every 2 weeks or so, you're going to want to clean your diffuser. And it's very simple. You just add in a teaspoon of white vinegar or about 4 to 6 drops of your lemon oil. You don't need to do both. And then run it for about 2 hours. And then just wipe it out with a cloth afterwards. I like to take a Q-tip and go around into the little crevices and get out any kind of residue. These are some great diffuser blends for supporting your immunity. The first one is an essential oil blend that you can use on the daily. It's 4 drops On Guard, 2 drops lemon, and 2 drops melaleuca. The second one here is 3 drops On Guard, 2 drops lemon, and 1 drop oregano. That's a blend that you would likely want to use if you start to feel like you were coming down with something. And the reason is because the oregano, is very potent. And as we know, Hippocrates loved this oil for boosting immunity and supporting digestive response and elevating the respiratory response as well. It's not a scent that you might want to have going in your home all the time, but it's very powerful and it can really do wonders for you during the day and overnight. And then the last diffuser blend of 2 drops On Guard, 2 drops lemon, 2 drops peppermint is a great blend for raising your vibration and improving your energy when you start to droop around the mid-afternoon point. Citrus bliss. We call this instant happy. I would just say if you have any memories of childhood with a good humor truck or eating creamsicles, this is an incredible blend of essential oils with a little bit of vanilla bean that is just the most incredible scent ever. Everyone loves citrus bliss. It's a great oil that you can add to your wish list, and it really does wonders for elevating your mood. And you can add any oils to that blend actually as well. If you like to feel a little bit more grounded, you can feel free to add some of the tree oils like frankincense, Douglas fir, or Siberian fir. Those are some great tree oils for grounding. Feel free to play around with your oils. It's almost impossible to screw things up. And the fun part of this is that you do become your own alchemist and your intuition does increase as you start working with them. So if you're looking for a more clean, fresh response in your living environment and really improving your breathing and your respiratory system, these 2 oils reach the respiratory tract. This is On Guard and your Breathe oil, and you could do 3 drops of each in your diffuser. It's a beautiful, beautiful collection of oils there. All right, bye-bye allergies. Anyone have those runny noses and those watery eyes? Very irritating. I know sneezing, if you're allergic to pets or if there's just different responses that you have to things going on in the environment at different points in the year, can be really debilitating and really distracting, especially if you're an entrepreneur and you're running your own business or you're in a space where you're servicing others. You need to show up in a powerful way. So 2 drops of each lemon, lavender, and peppermint is a great way to start combating these kinds of environmental threats that affect our response and our breathing and our eyes. And what's really cool is this also comes in a soft gel. So you can either buy the soft gels ready to go, or you can just make these little veggie caps yourself. Right? So you would just put this in the veggie caps as well as diffusing it. Diffusing it has a pretty quick response. Taking the veggie cap or the soft gel might take about 20 minutes or so. For a better night's sleep, even if you have great sleep, I love using my oils every night when I sleep, even though I sleep wonderfully. I just love the idea of really calming my body down, supporting the release of toxins that have accumulated from the air. And I also just love the spa-like and therapeutic self-care experience of diffusing oils in my bedroom. So Balance, Lavender, Serenity, Breathe, Bergamot, and Roman Chamomile are some beautiful oils for nighttime. You don't need to blend all of these in your diffuser at night, but heck, if you wanted to, you certainly could try. That is a lot going on there, but even just using one of these oils would be enough. And as you experiment, you should feel free to blend them as you choose. Now, Serenity is a scientifically formulated oil that is known as our Restful Blend, which has some incredible double-blind clinical studies backing it with the results that we've had. And the oil is not ingestible. And remember, an oil will be ingestible if you see supplement facts on the side. But if you don't see supplement facts on the bottle, you will only use it in your diffuser and topically. And so lavender, vetiver, Roman chamomile, vanilla, Hawaiian sandalwood, and I think there's also some marjoram in here, ylang ylang. This is an incredible oil for really just calming the body down and for great sleep. If you wanted to try both of these, if sleep is definitely something you're working on, you can diffuse the oil and take a soft gel at night. And if you buy them as a pack, you can save $4.50. And you want to enter them into your shopping cart as the pack to save that money. You enter them into your cart individually, the pack discount won't show up. Okay, so make sure you're entering it in as the package. And I would start with 1 soft gel. And if you didn't feel an improvement in your sleep overnight, the next night I would take 2. The maximum I've seen people need is 3. And that's an herbal complex, so you will not find it's addictive at all. Applying oils to your body. Human touch releases endorphins that reduce pain and elevate mood. We know this for sure. We've seen scientific tests on this. We've seen how the neural response in the brain responds to touch with infants in ICU. We have people that do incredible work now. My friend Hilary Russo is a havening's technique practitioner. She's someone you could reach out to if you're curious to learn more about havening. And that's all about the endorphin release and the elevation of our mood, amongst other very deep scientific things, with touching the skin, touching the body, whether it's the face, the hands, or the arms, or even your belly, right? You think about a mom rubbing the belly of a baby to soothe their upset tummy. So we're going to cover dilution, safety tips, and how to make a roller. So if you've got your oils already, then make sure you go ahead and get them at your side and get your roller and your fractionated coconut oil, otherwise known as FCO. So dilution, super important. We use a carrier oil like fractionated coconut oil anytime we're going to be working with babies or children, the elderly, animals, or ourselves. And we're also going to be using them, the FCO, with any kind of oils that might be a little bit quote unquote hot, like On Guard, peppermint, deep blue, oregano, cinnamon, clove, because those oils are very spicy and they can irritate the skin when they're not used properly diluted. So we always want to dilute them. And you want to use an oil, if you've got an oil in your hands and you accidentally rub your eye, do not flush it with water, okay? It will totally intensify that. So what you do is you take the fractionated, or even just any kind of, even household oil, like regular coconut oil or olive oil, and just dot the corner of your eye, and you will see that and just blink, in about 3 seconds, you'll get relief, okay? So the way we dilute is you could just buy these little pumps on the doTERRA website, by the way. It makes it easier to dispense. You can also just pump a couple of drops in your hand and add a couple of drops or 1 drop of your essential oil and apply it right to your body. The other way to apply it to your body, I've got this huge Mama Jamma roller. It holds a lot of oil, right? This is compared to the regular rollers that you may have ordered. Look at the difference in size. So this holds a lot of oil. This is great for using on your body or very troublesome areas if you've got some skin irritations, or if you just don't want to have the small roller, you just want something really big like this. The tops pop off and you can add your essential oils and your fractionated coconut oil right in there. The other way we dilute our oils is, we're going to talk about making these rollers. And so these are the size rollers that you've likely ordered with the stainless steel top. And then I've also tagged you in the Essential Alchemist page, because there's a way to repurpose your existing bottles and upcycle them once you run out. What I do is I just buy these little lids with the stainless steel ball, and they sell you the new cap because it needs a different size cap. And you can repurpose these bottles if you like. Or when you get to the bottom and there's just a few drops, the little hack is to use the lid and nudge off the top, and then add in some fractionated coconut oil and maybe some other blends that you want to make for a roller blend. The other way is to use your essential oils in a spray bottle. This is my face spray for my hydrosol. Smells amazing. I've got a bunch of different oils in there, including some blue tansy. And then the other way you can dilute oils is by buying some of these bottles on Aroma Tools with these rubber stopper tops and the glass vials, so that you can drop the oils. Maybe you have something going on with your feet or something like that, and you want to just drop it on, okay? So the reason we dilute is because dilution actually is more economical and more effective. So without dilution, you see all those aromatic compounds popping into the air, because these essential oils, even though they're oils, they're very, very volatile. They evaporate super quickly because the oils are very thin. So more isn't more. In fact, less is more. So with the fractionated coconut oil, it acts as a housing unit, and it allows those aromatic compounds to stay not only at your skin, but to absorb into the skin and then to reach the bloodstream. So you start to see the power here. I just did a certification program to become an essential oils specialist with doTERRA, and they said that with fractionated, your increase is over 60% absorption and effectiveness. So we really want to be diluting our essential oils. Plus, it really helps you to have them go a long way. So you're using them more economically. So if you have some sensitive skin, that's a reason to dilute. If you want to stretch your oils and save money, another reason to dilute. And if you're looking to make your oils last as long as possible on your tissue and therefore be more effective, another reason to dilute. You know, when I roll this essential oil from my big Mama Gemma roller on my skin, literally 6 hours later, I could be in a store and someone walks by me and says, wow, you smell amazing. So just so you have a sense of the potency and the duration. Okay, safety tip. If you're not watching the webinar and you're doing something else and multitasking, pay attention right now. Do not, I repeat, do not drop your essential oils in your nose or eyes or your ears or other sensitive parts of your body. Lady parts or man parts, okay? You wanna dilute those. Definitely dilute if you're going to be applying to those men or lady parts, but do not apply them inside these parts of your body, okay? Because it could be dangerous and they would burn. The oils are just too potent. But we've got some tips for you on how to use them as well if you have some things going on in those areas where you feel like, I need to get these oils in my nose. My sinuses are acting up. So we've got this cool sinus cup remedy. You're just gonna boil some water. You're gonna pour it into a cup. You're gonna add 1 to 2 drops of each of lemon, peppermint, oregano, melaleuca, otherwise known as tea tree. We call it tea tree now, same thing. You're going to take a towel, you're gonna put your head over the cup or maybe a big pot if you want something bigger. Cover your eyes and take in some deep inhalations for some occasional sinus discomfort. You'll find this works pretty quickly. If you have really big serious, if you have really serious sinus issues, you're gonna probably wanna repeat this throughout the day, okay? Because we have to create some repetition and consistency for you there. Now, if you do have some kind of ear pain, you can't put the oils directly in the ear, so you're gonna take a cotton ball. This is a great remedy. 2 basil, 2 lavender, 2 tea tree, same as melaleuca. Put the cotton ball right at the top of the ear opening. You could put some first aid tape there so it doesn't fall out while you're sleeping. Works wonders. Those essential oil molecules are going to fumigate the ear canal. Works really well. If you don't have the basil, if you don't have everything on hand, you can just use one of those oils, but we recommend for the best response to use those 3. Okay, safety tip. It is right now, peak time as I'm recording this training for you. Sun is out, but even in the winter, it's important to be careful. Citrus oils are highly photosensitive, so you do not want to apply them to your skin and then go outside gardening or sitting on a boat or sunbathing. Now, if you cracked open an orange or a grapefruit and you took the skin, the rind, which is where we get the oil from, and you pressed that on your skin, it would be the same thing. Okay, so there's nothing going on inside the oil that's different than the actual fruit, but we just have to be aware that there are certain chemicals that make the oil photosensitive, especially when we're exposing ourselves to sun. Okay, so just be aware of that. You can take the oils internally in your drinking water, like I've got my green mandarin and my wild orange right here. And that's fine. Just don't apply to the skin and then run outside in the sun. Same with diffusing. You can diffuse all you want and go outside, but just don't take them onto the skin and go out into the sun. How to make a roller bottle. Okay, if you've got your stuff at your fingertips, you're going to pick a recipe, add your oils to the empty roller, and then fill it with the FCO. Now you're probably wondering, well, what's the recipe? Well, it can be anything you like. So if you have a digestive issue going on, you can take some Digest-N right now and you can put in some oils into that bottle, and then you can fill it with some fractionated coconut oil. And if you're wondering, Joyce, how many drops? Don't worry, we've got your remedy right here. So you see at 2 years of age, you only want to fill that bottle about 1/4 of the way. And I would even go as far as maybe just with under 2 years old, like just a couple of drops. You only really need a couple of drops for the young ones, okay? Literally, if you put in 1 to 2 to 3 drops of Digest-N in your roller and fill the rest with fractionated coconut oil, for under 2 years old, that would be fine, okay? And if you are looking for maybe a remedy for boosting your energy, I would take Maybe your peppermint and your breathe oil, your wild orange could be great. Now again, if you're using that oil on your skin and it's sunny out and you're rolling the oil on the inner wrists and you're breathing it in to boost your energy, chances are you're gonna be okay if you went out into sunlight, because no one's running around with their wrists pointing at the sky like that, right? So just use your senses, your sense of wisdom and intuition, and you can always ask me questions. And that's a great energy roller. If you're looking for something with sleep, you can use your lavender, you can use your breathe, you can use your serenity, you can use your balance oil, and just add some drops to your roller and then fill it with FCO based on your age here, okay? So that is, hopefully, if you want to pause this training and make your roller right now, I would recommend it. And then you can use your roller as we're going through the rest of these slides. So here's another one for head tension. So 3 to 5 drops in a 10 ml roller of peppermint, deep blue, and frankincense, or as I call him, Frankie Boy, my boyfriend in a bottle. And then you just roll that on the area of your head where you've got the tension, temples, more into the scalp. Maybe you've got some tension around your neck and shoulders. Same thing, roll it right on. In about 5 minutes, you start to feel your muscles and your nerves just really respond. Peppermint is incredible for the nervous system, so that's why it's in the deep blue blend. Tummy tamer, we just talked about Digest Zen, right? So you can use Digest Zen alone, peppermint alone, or these two together, and you can just put these oils right into your roller, roll it on the belly, using it topically. You can use either one or both of these in a shot glass with some water. You can take a toothpick and dip the toothpick in the top of the bottle, swirl it in some water and drink it that way. Or maybe you just want to suck on that toothpick. Don't put it back in the bottle after you've been sucking on the toothpick. And then aromatically, you can diffuse both of these as well for a similar response. I would definitely recommend internal and topical use for tummy issues versus diffusing. It just might take longer for the diffusing to take place, for the effects to take place. And if you love the idea of some spa-like action at home, some gentle detox bath action, 2 to 3 drops of each of these: lavender, frankincense, tea tree, with a 1/4 cup of Epsom salts for a gentle detox. And what I'd recommend doing is get a mason jar and fill it with some Epsom salts and put enough oils in that jar to equal the amount of cups of salt that you've used, and then shake up the mason jar so that you can mix all these oils in there, and then just scoop out what you need when you're going to take a bath. Super, really delicious smelling bath going on here. Serenity and some of the other tree oils make for great baths. So your Douglas fir oil, cedar wood would be great in a bath. I would avoid peppermint deep blue in the bath because it might chill your body and it might make it really hard for you to warm up after you come out of the water. So now it's time to incorporate your oils into the rhythm of life. How beautiful. So I would recommend, if you're someone who goes for any kind of body work, bring your essential oils to the body work session, massage, because they might just have inferior oils there. You want to make sure also that you're incorporating your oils wherever you go. This is how we really experience their benefits and maximize our response and really reaching our health goals. You can also give some friends some love. If you're social distancing right now as this is going on, maybe not. But if you're wearing masks and you're with family members, maybe you want to give a niece or a nephew or a grandchild or a cousin a back rub or a foot rub just to calm and connect and help them disconnect from their stresses. And the other way to use your oils is at nighttime or during the day when you're working. If you're feeling some tension, just roll them right onto the jawline. You can roll them onto the jawline before you're even going to the dentist. If you want to experience a little bit of like a numbing effect, you could use your tea tree that way on the jawline. Okay, love this. Come back, baby. Baby, come back. So one of the things that I love about essential oils is that you do get to use them so you can be healthy from the inside out. So I want to talk about internal use. Now, a lot of times people are a little squeamish about using oils internally, but essential oils are being used all the time, everywhere, and you've already been using them internally. The difference is that, you know, salad dressings and snacks and gum and mouthwash, these are all there are companies out there that are using essential oils in the food grade form. So they don't really have any therapeutic value, but those are essential oils. So if you look at a label and it says natural flavorings, those are essential oils. They're just more like synthetic versions of what we're working with, okay? And so I just want you to know that you should feel comfortable using these internally because they are the most tested and the most trusted in the world, and they have therapeutic value. And so the protocols I'm going to share with you now are for doTERRA only because of their purity and testing. Okay, so if you got some veggie caps, you can just separate the two halves of your veggie cap and you can put a couple of drops of your essential oil in the veggie cap, recap it, and swallow it with some water. We're going to go through some of the options. Or you can buy soft gels. A lot of the oils that you're going to see, like Digest Zen, Serenity, Slim and Sassy, these are oils that you can buy in the 15 ml bottles, but doTERRA makes a soft gel version if you're not a very DIY person. DDR Prime for elevating your DNA function. My mom uses DDR Prime in the oil, in the soft gel form, even though it comes in a 15 ml bottle because she has a hard time getting it into the little veggie caps. So we've got options for you. Obviously making them at home is a little bit more economical than buying the soft gels, but whatever works for you is the best option. So internal use, we're going to use small amounts. And here we're going to talk about dosages for adult and children and the ideal amount for aromatic internal use, which is like your soft gels, or oral use, which is putting them directly under your tongue, and then topical use. All right. So we're going to talk about adults first. 2 to 4 drops in a capsule, right? So let's say you were not feeling well, you're feeling under the weather. You could use your On Guard oil that way. And you would put 2 to 4 drops in the veggie cap and you would use that every 3 hours. Take a veggie cap every 3 hours if you're feeling under the weather. And in the next 12 to 24 hours, you're gonna probably feel incredibly different, really fast. In a 24-hour period, we would say don't max out but beyond 24 drops. If you had something very specific going on, there might be times of the year when you're using oils a little bit more particularly. You might exceed the 24-hour drop mark. I just wouldn't recommend doing that on a regular basis because that would be a lot of oils to use regularly. Orally, under the tongue, every morning, frankincense, a drop. Every night, frankincense, a drop. Middle of the day, you could certainly do that as well. And, excuse me, in a 24-hour period under the tongue, you wouldn't want to do more than 18. Okay. And then if you're looking for topical, 3 to 6 drops at a time. Using your roller, you're diluting them really well as well. And in a 24-hour period, you probably don't want to use more than 36 drops topically on the skin. So just being aware, nothing's going to happen to you. You're not going to be needing to go to the ER or anything like that. But we just want to be mindful of how much we're using because with essential oils and their potency, we don't really need to use a lot of them. It's not like hair conditioner where we're just pouring tons of that on our hair to get a better response. So, you know, it's an adjustment period. With children, aromatically, we know that it's really hard to overdose on oils. So we're just using like 1 or 2 drops at a time in their diffuser. So you don't have to really worry about that. But for internal use, I wouldn't really be using essential oils on a child unless they were like 8 or over, okay? And in a 24-hour period, up to 12 drops. I wouldn't be using them under the tongue with children either, necessarily. Maybe after they get to be around maybe 15, 16, that would be fine. And then topical use for kids, 1 to 2 drops at a time. Again, their bodies are super small. They don't need a lot. And in a 24-hour period, 12 drops max. Okay, so you're gonna start using 1 to 2 drops of some of your citrus oils in your water. You can have lemon is probably in your kit. If you've gotten some gifts from me, your wild orange is also a great option. And if you're looking to add to your wish list and you love the citrus oils, they're great for detoxifying the body. They're great for reducing fat in the cells, great for just an overall general detox. You got green mandarin, lime, grapefruit. Those are some of the others. Tangerine. And during the year, you might even find a clementine. So keep your eyes out because during the year, doTERRA releases some limited time option oils that we can't get all the time. And always drinking your essential oils out of something that is either made of glass or stainless steel or porcelain. We cannot put them in plastic. They break down the petrochemicals of the plastic. No good to be drinking that stuff. 1 to 2 drops is a great place to start, about 3 times a day, okay? Because the oils are so detoxifying, you don't need a lot. So here is a diffuser blend. We were talking earlier about reducing those responses to allergies. So 2 drops of lemon, lavender, and peppermint in your diffuser. And this is that Tri-Ease bottle. These are the soft gels of those same oils. So if you don't feel like you want to make those veggie caps yourself, you can't really make them in advance. You have to make them at the moment you're going to take them internally, because the veggie caps would melt over several hours. But with the Tri-Ease, it's made in a special way so that you can transport them and take them on vacations or whatever. I keep these on hand, even though I don't take them every day. I just like to have certain things like this at my disposal. If I'm going to go to a friend's house and they've got a cat, or if the dust is kicking up here in Phoenix, I start to get really watery eyes and my nose starts getting runny. It's just really unpleasant. So that helps tremendously in about 15, 30 minutes. Okay, if you're feeling under the weather, this is another great immunity capsule that I would recommend. And 2 drops of On Guard, frankincense, oregano, lemon, and peppermint. 2 drops of each of those in a veggie cap. And if you take that about every 3 hours of the day, this is a great way to beat the common cold, if you will. And you'll notice if you do that for every 3 hours of the day, the next morning you'll wake up feeling stellar. And if you're still not feeling right, I would continue it for about 3 days, up to 10 days max. This is a great immune capsule remedy to use before you're going to travel as well. I would start doing this about 3 days before traveling to boost your immunity. You can also use your essential oils as a suppository. Holla! For those who have digestive issues and you're not going to the bathroom as regularly as you should. By the way, three bowel movements a day is not ideal. It might seem like a good target, but if you're not having 3 bowel movements a day, you're constipated, which is a good place to be. 3 bowel movements is a good place to be, but it could get better. You should be having a bowel movement for every meal you eat, plus another 1 or 2 movements in the same day. What? Yeah, it's true. It's true. Think about a baby. When your babies are just being bottle fed or breast milk fed, they're pooping like 6 to 8 times a day. No joke. And they're just taking in milk, for heaven's sakes. Not even any solid food. 60% of your bowel movements are metabolic waste. So if you're having issues and you can't go to the bathroom easily, 1 drop of digestin or cardamom and lavender. Add the rest, some fractionated coconut oil. You want to dilute this guy, definitely for sure. And you can coat the little capsule in some fractionated and then zoop, right up the bum, okay? And in about 15 to 30 minutes, you'll probably see that you'll have a nice big movement. And if you don't, reach out to me and let's talk about some other options. Okay, throat rescue. The On Guard and the Breathe oil both come in this blend for throat drops. The Breathe oil is not internal, but the formulation on the throat drops is. This is great for any kind of post-nasal drip, any kind of sore throat you're having. You're going to be doing some public speaking and you really want to keep your breathing passageways open. If you're traveling and you want to know that you're coating your mucosa with essential oils so that you can reduce the attraction of parasitic threats, and just any kind of extra boost of protection when you're in public. On Guard throat drops. Gotta love them. They taste amazing. And it's that clove in there that's really boosting the immunity. It's the most powerful antioxidant in the world at over 1,078,000 on the ORAC scale. To give you an idea, blueberries are 2,500. Okay, the ultimate internal use product. What does it do? Well, it's going to improve your digestion if that's an issue. It's going to reduce your blood pressure. It's going to reduce pain and inflammation, give you more energy and have a more positive outlook. Who wants some of that? Hormone regulation, men and ladies, because we're with cell phones and we're just drinking things and eating things in our lives that just are not right. Brain fog reduction and vague body discomfort. If you've got any of that, if you're looking for pain management, drum roll, please. What do we got for you? You know you want to feel awesome? Lifelong Vitality Pack. So this is doTERRA's daily supplement. It is their #1 product. Did you hear me? I said #1 product. If you're multitasking, please pay attention, because no matter what you have going on that you've reached out to me for support with your essential oils, this will target any of and all of your health goals. I don't know anyone who hasn't had incredible results with taking Lifelong Vitality. You see all of the bullets at the bottom, from boosting your immunity to supporting your DNA function to improving your eye, brain, and nervous system response, improving liver and digestive health, having more energy. Every single person I work with, like 11 out of 10, did you see what I did there? Want to have more energy and less discomfort in their body. They want to have more management around their stress, and they want to feel like their cardiovascular health is something they want to be like taking care of now, so that when they're older, they don't have to take the other pills, if you know what I mean. And having a really nice reduction in inflammation in the body. So you've got 3 bottles here. It's a really simple protocol. This is a daily supplement. You take 2 of each bottle twice a day with your meals. The Microplex VMZ is your whole food multi-mineral and vitamin supplement. So you will see all of what you need in a day, no mega dosing of any of the ingredients, plus a whole food nutrition complex of spinach, kale, collards, dandelion greens, and an incredible array of other whole food supplementation. Your Alpha CRS is going to give you all of the support that you want with your antioxidant, reducing the free radical, improving your cellular energy and the mitochondrial function in your cells where your DNA reside, so that you can have longevity on this planet and make the biggest difference in the lives of others. The 3rd bottle is the omegas. And the reason this is important is because this is your 369 fatty acid profile. You are also going to get 9 of our most medicinal essential oils in this blend. Yes, frankincense is in there, Boswellia serrata, same name, same thing. Roman chamomile, and actually German chamomile, wild orange, I believe thyme. So what is happening with your essential oils is they are ushering the nutrients, the micronutrients of the multi and the alpha into your cells. This supplement will not turn your pee neon yellow. These absorb readily in the body. And just to show you how important they believe this product is, they've formulated, each country has a different formulation because they've done scientific research, and they know that the chemical response of the body, the biodynamics of the body in different countries are different from like America. Like what happens with Americans dietetically is different than what happens with Australians, and different with what happens with people in China. So they have different formulations for each country. Okay. So this also comes with a no risk trial. So you try it for 30 days. And if you don't feel different in at least one area of your health, you can return all of the bottles for a 100%, no questions asked, money back guarantee. So why not try it? What's the worst that can happen? You feel better and amazing faster instead of longer. And when you feel better, you start to perform differently. When you perform differently, you attract more magnetic people. When you attract more magnetic people, it typically affects your financial health as well. So not a bad deal. You want some frequent flyer miles? If you love the idea of having frequent flyer miles when you travel and being able to redeem those for free flights, awesome. So do I. So we've got an incredible program called the Loyalty Rewards Program, LRP for short. And it's really your ticket to earning frequent flyer miles with investing in your health. So it's probably for you if you love having a rewards card to swipe at every grocery store in town, if you love the idea of earning enough Sky Miles to get a flight completely free, if you use doTERRA oils, supplements, and everyday products enough to purchase 1 item a month. Now that could include your toothpaste, your shampoo and conditioner, your skincare, your lotions. We've got a yoga collection of oils. We've got a spa collection of oils. If you are someone who likes the idea of using non-toxic deodorant, we've got you covered. We've got a foaming hand wash. We've got all of the stuff that you use on a daily basis with the highest grade essential oils so that you can breathe in wellness with every step that you take in your home or business, if you're doing this with your business. If you want to watch your points add up in a bank and redeem for stuff on your wish list, then the Loyalty Rewards Program is for you, definitely for you. So it's really cool, and I'm going to share with you how it works. And it's very simple. Right now, you have what we call a wholesale membership. With your wholesale membership, you have 2 ways to reorder product. The first way is just by ordering them through a one-time order, okay? That doesn't really give you many benefits other than the 25% discount that you already have. But if you like the idea of trying this program, which is totally free for 3 months, I've got some free gifts for you. And so if you like it, the best thing that can happen is you get some free points. You can redeem them for free stuff, and you also get some books from me for free and an oil roller. So if you place an order in the Loyalty Rewards program, and I'm going to show you how that works in a moment, you can get points for your orders when your order is 50 PV or more. And 50 PV is about 50 spending dollars. Just know when we talk about PV, it's product value. And in doTERRA language, when you're earning points, it's $1 equals a point. So in your first month, let's say your first month in your Loyalty Rewards program order, you placed a 50 PV order, okay? That is the requirement to get points, but it's not the requirement to keep it active. To keep the rewards program active, you just need to order 1 product a month, which is really cool, okay? But if you want to get points for the order needs to be 50 PV or more. Now, there's some other benefits to this program as well, which is if you order in this Loyalty Rewards program, 100% of your shipping costs get reimbursed to you in the form of points. So if you were in a rush to get your first kit, your enrollment kit, and you had it overnighted at $24.99 for shipping, they put 25 points back in your account. That's $25 to spend. Pretty cool. $3.99 shipping is going to give you 4 points, okay? So we're going to talk about this program in regards using that number. So let's say you place a 50 PV order in your first month. Not only will you get your shipping reimbursed for $3.99, but you're going to get 10% of that 50 PV order back in points. So that would equal 5 points, right? Which is the same as 5 spending dollars. In the first 3 months, if you consistently do that, you'll always get 10% back on your order, okay? And so in the first order you placed, if you're going to get 5 points for the 50 PV order and you're going to get 4 points for the shipping, that's going to be 9 points right there. So if you were consistent just doing that alone in your first 3 months, that would be 9 times 3, that would be 27 points. Okay, now some people tend to order more in their first 3 months because they're revamping and they're overhauling a lot of, their medicine cabinet and their personal care items. And some people just in a month might even just generally be ordering that much stuff because maybe there's more than one person in the household. So after the first 3 months, that 10% back in points is going to elevate to 15%. At the end of the year, if you're consistent doing that 50 PV or more, then you're going to be at that 30% mark, which is pretty amazing because $15 back on a 50 PV order at the end of a year is incredibly generous. I can't imagine what that would be like if everyone shopping in Whole Foods was getting 1% back to redeem on their produce at their next visit. Pretty awesome. So if your order happens to be higher, then of course the points will be higher. And if you're going to redeem your points, what you're going to do is when you're in your shopping cart, there's a little column there that lets you redeem them. When you redeem your points, I usually recommend waiting till you have about 50 points or more accumulated at a time because doTERRA is going to deduct 3 points as a flat tax, no matter how many you redeem. So even if sometimes I redeem as many as 150 points on an order, and I just get all of my skincare and all of my household cleaning products and things like that for free. If you redeem the points, they'll deduct that 3 points as well. But, you want to just be sensible about the way you're redeeming your points is the point, okay? So this is your Loyalty Rewards program. You can earn points for your order. You get your shipping reimbursed in full. And they also have a really generous monthly gift. So if you are doing 125, you'll get a free gift every month. And the way to keep your rewards program active is just to keep 1 PV in your cart at all times. Typically, whatever you ordered for the month is going to show up until you change that order for the following month. And I'm going to go through that now as well. But just keeping your rewards program active with 1 PV is going to keep you consistent, okay? And when the first of the month rolls around, if you go onto the doTERRA.com website, you will see what the free product of the month is. We are never apprised of it sooner than you are. So log in, see what it is, and if you'd like to get it, place a 125 PV order by the 15th of the month, and that product will be automatically included in your shipment. And it's a really great way to incorporate oils into your life for free and get some of the oils that might be on your wish list for free just by investing in your health. Okay, so what you can do is if you're watching this on your laptop or your iPad, you might want to switch over to your phone and then log in to your account right now. And you're going to need your ID number and your password. And that's something that I emailed to you, so you should have that on hand. And you want to probably enter that as well into your phone. So set up a contact, call it doTERRA, put your password in there, put your ID number in there. Your ID number is likely a 9 million or a 10 million number because that's how many enrollments we've got so far in the 11 years we've been active as a company. And that's pretty cool. And you can you can change your password if you'd like, but I had set that up for you. So you're going to go ahead and log in. Once you're logged in, you're going to see this option to place an order, okay? It's a loyalty rewards order, create a new LRP, or create a one-time order. Now again, I would try the LRP for 3 months. The worst that can happen is you get some points for free and you get some free gifts from me. And you're also going to get your shipping reimbursed and potentially get a free oil for each month that you're enrolled. You can hop off the loyalty program at any time. You want to just redeem the points you accumulated so you don't lose them. And then you can just place one-time orders whenever you want, not be obligated to a monthly order. Most people are buying something once a month anyway, so if that's you, then this is probably the best bet because it gives you your oils at the smartest savings, okay? So create new LRP is the button you would push or click on ideally. And again, the one-time order doesn't really earn you any of the other benefits like points and things like that. You will get your shipping reimbursed only 50% in that case. So if you're looking to get points and be rewarded, create new LRP and go ahead and click on that. And then you're going to click on the calendar and pick the date that you want your order to ship. This is a date that you can always change once you're in your shopping bag. And you can also ship your order, even if the date that you see is not circled, you can also ship your order in the moment just by going into your shopping cart and clicking on process order now, regardless of what this calendar shows, okay? The wellness box, or your order that you get monthly, is something that you customize and you want to change. Unless you're someone who's doing, say, the supplements and you want to get those every single month because it's a 30-day supply, that's fine. But you want to go in there and change out for the oils that you want to try that not get the same ones every month. So you customize this and you change it up. And the reason that's important is because you want to make sure you're getting what you need and not repeats. If for any reason you want to get text alerts so that you know when your order is going to be shipping and you want to go in and modify that beforehand, once you're in your account, just go into your settings and enroll yourself in the text alerts. You automatically get an email 48 hours before to remind you that your order is shipping to go in and change it. And so those are some of the ways you can support yourself. I also recommend, because this is new, set up an alert in your phone and just set an alert in there. So 48 hours before, you can remember to go ahead in and adjust your order so you get exactly what you need. All right. Editing the order each month is important. And again, just adding new products from your wish list right into your shopping bag. Take out those previous items after you add the new ones in so that you can be like, okay, I got the On Guard last month, I'm good. I just need to get some green mandarin. And then you can always change the ship date if that's necessary, or you can ship it right away. And then if you have a number of points in your account, because if some of you may have enrolled at a time when there was a promo going on and you may have been awarded 50 free points, you can redeem those, okay? And just know they'll take out 3 points as a flat tax, or you can just let them accumulate. Let them accumulate. You might want to get a bottle of frankincense, or you might want to get a bottle of something like helichrysum, these are some of the more coveted oils that are higher investment, and you can get those for free. I never buy frankincense. I never buy helichrysum, and I never buy lang lang because I just save my points and I get them as gifts to myself. Okay, so put your wish list together. Make sure that you're keeping a mindset around what your healthy goals are. If you're focusing on pain management, you want to look at some of the deep blue items, deep blue rub, copaiba. If you're looking to support immunity, you want to look at the On Guard products. If you're looking for better sleep, you're going to be using things like Breathe and Serenity in your Lifelong Vitality Pack, okay? And if your order happens to be that 125, then the free product is yours. Pretty cool. All right, some monthly ordering tips for you. You want to set your date before the 15th so you can get the free product of the month. That's ideal. Okay, you can move the date later if getting something free is not important to you, or if you're going to be on travel or leave or something and you want the order to come when you're back home. You can also adjust the address in there and you can ship the order to where you're going to be visiting if you want to get your stuff there, or send it to a friend for a gift for a birthday. doTERRA is going to send you an email, as I mentioned, 2 days before the LRP processes, and you can also opt into text reminders and order what you would have spent at Target or Amazon for things like supplements and household basics and earn your points. You really deserve to earn those points, and you deserve to be breathing in the most therapeutic value of products so that you're not undermining your endocrine system and your hormones and getting really weird things happening on your skin and undermining your brain function. We really want to support you. I want to support you in, understanding that what you breathe is as crucial as what you eat. And to advance in earnings fast, you're going to order 50 PV each month. If that's not important to you, what will happen, let's say there's a month where you order like 20 PV of something, you'll just hover, if you were at the 15% mark in earning points, you'll hover there for an extra month. And then the following month, if you did a 50 PV or more order, you'll increase to the 20% after that, if that was 3 months in, okay? Into that section of percent. Remember, you stay at each percent for 3 months and then you elevate, okay? So process your order now if you need it right now. There's a button right in your shopping bag so that you can do that. If your ship date was, say, the 10th and you needed something earlier and you hopped on the 1st of the month, you can just process order now and that will go right out. Usually if the order is placed before 11, it'll go out that same day. Otherwise, it'll go out within 24 hours the next. All right, do you like earning free gifts for learning more about your essential oils and raising the bar on your well-being? We have some incredible ways to do that. We have this ongoing continuing education essential oils classes protocol that we do. It's an 8-week course that is totally free. This is like around $400 value, this course. And what happens is, let me know if you're interested and I'll let you know when the next one starts. And it's really cool. Every week you get a video, or you can log on with us live. It's typically Monday nights we go live. And if you can't join live, we send you the recording so you can watch it. And if you finish the first 4 classes, you're gonna get a free essential oil roller blend from me in a bottle just like this. And if you finish all 8, you get a free diffuser. Holla, free diffuser. So awesome, right? So we like to reward you for learning more about your health, and you can take the continuing education classes as often as you like. We do only offer the gifts for the first round of completion. And if you take it once and don't complete, you can take it again and complete and get the free gifts. So let me know if that's something that appeals to you, and I'll make sure that you get that information. And I've been so honored to share more with you about getting started with your oils. So once you finish this webinar, what you're going to go ahead and do as part of your Be Your Own Wow Factor Essential Oils 1-Year Coaching Program is make sure you schedule that 1-hour coaching session with me that you have so that I can give you more personalized protocols and answer any of your other questions. I hope this has really served you and given you a stronger sense of what it feels like to be confident with using your oils. Just remember, teaching you how to nourish, detoxify, and rejuvenate your body naturally from the inside out so you can feel like and look like you're aging in reverse is what I do. Helping you to experience a life of freedom so you can make the biggest difference in the lives of others is who I am. I'll see you on your coaching call.